Well, howdy, folks. Hey there, Rain. How's it going? So we are playing some Dorf. So I am 260,255 on the leaderboard. You just woke up, lovely. Well, I'm gonna try and beat my high score. I don't know if I will have any success, though. So let's resume. We're starting out with one of these lovely little pairs right here. That's a good one. Already up there. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that the one that is like the least helpful is closest to the center. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's a good start. Okay, right there. Okay. We're getting some good ones so far, honestly. Making it really easy on me. No, we don't have anything right there right now. Okay. Let's do that. I like what we got going on so far. Honestly, I do. Look at that. Okay, okay. Careful, Dorf. You might make something really beautiful by accident. There we go. All right. We can do something right here. Almost 10 plus. We're getting a lot of pluses. This is why we're doing so well. Normally we just get a bunch of, like, you know, added leasts or add onlys. Thank you for the good luck, by the way. I appreciate that. This is the one we were looking for, or we were being wary of. There we go. Let's put this right here, because it can do more right there. This is a good spot for it. And then... Ooh. Gosh, we're getting some good cards today. Or some good tiles. No, we could save that for something else. Oh, the Beaver Lodge. That's right. We can have this railroad start from... Maybe this is like some kind of crazy, like... grain railroad. Well, I hope that anybody who's enjoying this right now is having a lovely day. So I've been playing Dorf for a little while now, and I have to admit, this run is going chef's kiss. I don't usually do this well, like this often, but I have to admit, it's looking real good right now. It really is. I would like to kind of keep this close to its own thing. I know it could be like helpful there, but I think it would be easier for me to keep it like that. Keep it a little more to itself. Okay. No, it's gonna connect it, which we don't want. Did that not do it? Huh. Okay. Do a little thing over here. And then, ooh, look at that. 2 boats. Cast 2 boats. Mishima. Very good. Honestly, the look of the draw is really doing it for us right now, because this is a fantastic deck we've made. Like, I don't know how it happened, but it's a very good deck. Very, very good. Gosh, I hate when they make you use ones you don't want to use yet. Because I don't want to use that one yet. It's a beaver dam right there. It's a good spot for it. It's so pretty. This game is so darn pretty. I just like it. I like it a lot. beautiful game. So what are we doing? I'm gonna make a little bit of a grain thing over here. It's too much. It doesn't want that much. Okay, so it wants a 5 connection. So we can connect it there, but we'll start somewhere else. We can make like an ending right here. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You know, I recently watched a TV show that was named, I think it was named, it's a TV show about like a deer child. I can't remember the name of it, but that show, I was kind of liking it, but there's this part that I know I'm not being very helpful in telling you what show this is. There's this part that goes into a bunch of younger, like, teenagers, and I'm like, you know, I don't really like teenage actors for the most part. And I'm not sure if anybody else has that same feeling, but it definitely threw me off of the scent of that TV show. I think I just have a... There we go, we got it. I think I just have an inclination to not like the performance, I guess you could say, of very young actors. Oh no, I boxed myself in. Well, darn tootin'. I think I prefer child actors to adult actors, I'll say that. So we'd like an ending ring with like a little bit of stuff right there. That'd be good. That one's cut. That'll do just fine. I can't remember what it was called. Honestly, I wish I could, because it's kind of an interesting TV show, but I don't think that kids' TV shows are for me. I have to be honest with you. I don't think that they're for me. Oh, that was perfect. Lovely. There are some that are fantastic, of course. One of them being like old-fashioned Cartoon Network TV shows were super good. I remember Ed, Edd and Eddy from when I was really, really young. I have an interesting story about that TV show that I may tell one day. I don't know when that might be, but I may tell it one day. Let's try that right there. Oh, I just started adding some ankle weights to my exercises. I'm up to I believe it's two 20-pound ankle weights are what I'm using right now, but I'm not running with them, so there's not as much of a worry about, you know, self-injury or whatever. I just walk at a very brisk pace with them. Very brisk. Don't go too fast, don't cause myself any worries of injury, and my legs feel so light after that. It's insane how light they feel. I feel like a new person. Like, I feel like I've literally had like 40 pounds lifted off of me. I don't think it's actually 40, but it's close to 40. It's 40-ish. It's incredible though. I really like it. It's certainly something. I'll tell you that much. It's certainly something. Look how, like, I really like that the rivers are one of my favorite parts of this game, because they don't look at all like hexagons. They look so much more dynamic and asymmetrical and weird than you might expect them to look. You know, despite being made from hexagons and being clearly so simple, the nature of their connection is really beautiful to me. I find it very stunning. I think it's one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing altogether. And I'm on something slightly better right there. Maybe that'll be good right there. But yeah, I think it's great. It's a gorgeous game. Super, super gorgeous. It's a little bit of an awkward place for that, but it's okay. Sure, we can go that way. Looks fine to me. Okay, and then we'll do something finishing it off right there. then we might be able to find one that fits there better. There. Got it. It wants us to close that off. Where are they? The connections are still... Okay, we need the ending ramp then. Cool. End loop. I have never seen the movie Looper, but I don't like the... I don't know, I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think I like Joss Whedon very much. Or is that J.J. Abrams? It's one of them. I really lost my interest after both the TV show Alias and then after Lost and stuff like that. I just... It's just not fun for me anymore, unfortunately. TV shows like that have a high concept and low payoff, not by virtue of them attempting to be low payoff, but by virtue, or I guess, sin, of them not being made well, and by that same consequence, not being treated well enough to actually get the ending they deserve. It's unfortunate at best, and hideous and shameful at worst. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Hey, that's just what I think. You're very movie picky. You pick a movie and it makes you feel bored or uneasy. Yeah, I sometimes pick bad movies for myself. I don't usually mean to, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, you know, this movie might be nice, and then I'm like, it was a bad decision. It was not a good decision to watch that movie. I should have chosen differently. We have so many tiles left, and we're only at 46. We're at 4,600 already. I feel like we're doing real good. Doing real good. Okay, so that's finished. So we can kind of just dip into there if we really want to. But I would prefer that we start doing stuff over here instead. Because that looks like it could be interesting. Okay, it doesn't like that. A little bit of barren land. There we go. 64 is pretty good. One movie looked interesting and it tricked you. It was horrible. Yeah, I know what you mean. The problem with modern cinema, for the most part, is it's very, very easy to create what looks like will be a good movie. And, ooh, that works just fine. That was perfect, too. It's very easy to make what looks like will be a masterpiece or a really good movie. But the fact is, editing, right? Editing and really, really good special effects and things like that. They can make movies seem super incredible, but really it might just be kind of, not that interesting. I've had my fair share of those, unfortunately. Ooh. Wait, doesn't... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. It wants to be capped off. Where does it need to be capped off first? Right there. All finished. We're doing hecka good, and I think we're going to be at our high score this time. Just some, consideration. Just thinking about it now. It's looking good. Okay, I might want to make a new railroad soon so we don't get caught up in there. Stuck in the rail with you. Alright. Try that. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. Where would we like to put this? Right there's fine. This one only wants 26. So it's going to be better over here. I think we could try a rail over here and see what that does us. See if that does any good. Okay. This one wants a lot more, so we're gonna place it over here. This would have been a good place for that one too, actually. The end of the line. Ain't nothing more of it. Whoa, what's this? I didn't know there were hidden places you could get in the background. Did any of you know that? That there were hidden things here that you could reach, like, get to? Wow. This is a new territory. I've never experienced any of this before. So I guess we're seeing what happens. You know, we're seeing. Let's see. I actually don't know where I would like to put this. Let's just say, let's have it right over here. We might make this one of those weird circles that we do. I think we can make this into something good. There we go. Fits well. This is a bare one. So right there. Hey, it's looking pretty nice. Very nice. Try to do one of these at a time if I can. What does king mean? Oh, you know what? We could add these together, couldn't we? Yeah, we could add these together. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. That's a extremely good idea, I think. Okay. Wow. Wow, we got a lot done right there. We got a lot done. Oh good, that was a perfect. I can't always tell when they're going to be perfect, so I'll be honest with you. I can't always tell. Sometimes though I can. Every now and again. No, it wants a little bit more than that. We could try this. Let's see how that does. No, it's going to cut it off, so we don't want that. Oh, I did make myself a little bit of a problem there, didn't I? Oh, that's okay. So that would cut it. That would cut off everything right there, which we don't want. Okay. Yeah. We're not doing the best with our wheat today, but that's alright. Okay. Now we need something with a... Oh, I think we actually did just destroy this right here because we can't... I don't think you can do anything... Maybe if it's like houses on this side, curve right here, that might work, but that's going to be tough. It's a tough one to grab. It's counting on quite a lot of good luck. Okay, why don't we grab this? Challenge unlocked. Heavyweight. Place 25 consecutive tiles without rotating a tile. Okay, I guess we'll give it a try. 25 consecutive tiles without rotating. Does it mean the game rotates them for me, or I rotate them by myself? I hope it means that I have to rotate them myself for it to work. Because I feel like that would be a little cheatsy doodle there for me to have to do that part. It does seem to rotate some of them by themselves. Oh, that's good. No, that's not the right one. The no rotation challenge. Oh man, it's close. It's really close. I'm gonna call that there, I think, because I don't want to make that spot any more difficult than it already is. Look, the loop is closed. Oh, I might have actually been able to get that if I had waited. Never, I still want to get the no way. I want to get the no rotation challenge if I can. I don't know if it's counting that right now though, because of the rotation that was done automatically. We'll see. Oh, lovely. It doesn't even want that. Okay. We'll see what we can do. There we go. Okay, it wants me to cap those off, right? Luckily, I can do just that. Okay. I don't think that this is counting towards the not having any rotation, because it doesn't seem like it's doing anything different for me. Doesn't seem like it, at least. It would be a pleasant surprise if it was, though. Certainly. I guess we'll try a level. We'll do a couple more. I'm not counting enough to really know for sure if it's working. Sometimes you just want to clear those little bonuses up, because you're just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make that one work. It's fine. I don't need to do that one. Plus 700. My lordy Lou. It's a big one. A incredibly sized one. For sure. What would connect to this properly? I mean, that's not asking for much, so you know. Hey, look at that. That's a good fit. Very good fit. Let's see. Here we go. It's a good one. I think we might have accidentally trapped ourselves in there, though. I don't think I'm going to get that one. Unless it's been 25 and I haven't been counting properly. Oh, 2 perfects in a row. Lovely. That's a good sight. It's good luck to get perfects in a row like that. Very good luck. Only the best of boys can do that. We'll see how that turns out there in a second. Hey. If we connect this might be a good deal right here. We can try that. Here, we'll do it like this. That way we can possibly connect them later on. Okay. No, it doesn't quite connect like that. I do feel like the challenge would have been completed by now, so I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. Because I think it might mean that they rotate on their own, unfortunately. I think that might not count properly. Oh, that's a lovely one. And this is a flag. Okay, that's what tells you when it's going to be a flag one. I think the most recent letdown movie I've seen, I think it might be, what would it be? It might be, oh, this is going to be a bad one because a lot of people really like this movie, and I was just so lukewarm on it, and my opinion, it's going to seem a little drastic to some people, even, because this is like a really, really good movie that has so much that it does right, and is super great, and I think is like a masterpiece to some degree. But the problem is that I actually didn't enjoy it. And this is not a statement on the movie being bad or on something being wrong as far as the movie's production. I think maybe I just didn't think it was very good. It's just an opinion that I have for some reason. And that movie is the new Dune movie that got released recently, that people seem to really, really like. I don't think it's a bad movie or anything like that. I think that I just didn't enjoy the way it was directed, or it just didn't hit me well the first time I watched it, but I have to say I didn't like it as much as my family did. You haven't heard of it. Well, for the sake of your opinion in this moment, that might be a good thing. I don't know for sure how you'd feel about someone not liking a movie you really like, but assuming you were reasonable about it, it's just a really good movie. You know, just a really, really good movie that people seem to really be cherishing at the moment. Oh, I closed off the... Oh, no, it's not closed off. There's still a room right here. Actually, you know what? There's not. Let's take another tower. But people seem to be holding it in really super high regard right now. It's why I give that statement of my distaste for it a bit cautiously. But I do think it's a good movie. I beat my record. Look at that. Beat my record. Beat my record. Oh, there's another thing over here. What is this? Oh, wait. So you have to reach these? You don't just get them? Oh. I didn't realize that was the case. I thought that you had to, like, build them and that they would just sort of show up on your deck. But no, you have to reach those. Okay, you have to actually find them in the map. Well, that does make sense, to be honest with you. I wasn't really expecting it myself, though. Wow, we're getting some really, really great missions today, because these missions are just really working for us. Really working. Doing the heavy lifting for us. You know what I mean. This one only wants that much, and then it wants to be sealed off. I don't know if I can promise that, honestly. I can do that, though. That might do it. It's a good one. It's a good grouping right there. Okay, this is going to be a pretty good one right there. We have 63 over here, and this one over here needs over 300 minimum. So we're going to focus on this one for a little bit, because that's going to take a while. It's taking a while to build my forest. It's taking a while, cause it's a lot of work to do. Hey, there we go. The water's gonna continue on that way. That's a great tile right there. Wow. As a curve, a forest, a wheat, and an ending to a railroad. It's really powerful. Surprisingly powerful. Let's see. And everything I'm doing. Oh, we're finished. Wow, that went by faster than I thought it would. So we beat the old highest score, folks. We got to 910, or sorry, 9,010, which is pretty good. I'll read some good news for you, and then we'll be on our way. Watch a woman save bees by rescuing hives from old buildings with her bare hands, by Andy Corbley from the 10th. If an overwhelming sound of buzzing is coming from the siding on your house, or from an old trash can or other enclosed space, you've got a bee problem, and you'll need a professional. If you live in Austin, Texas, your beekeeper may arrive without so much as a protective glove on her hand. After quitting her office job in 2019, Erica Thompson, founder of Texas Bee Works, became a full-time beekeeper with a mission to increase the population of bees and hives in the Lone Star State. So every day, she travels to rescue errant bee swarms from harm. She carefully preserves their old hive, cutting into sections and transferring others to a new hive that she has brought. Then she carries the hive to her truck and brings them to her land where they can recover. Erica is like a bee whisperer. When she arrives on the scene, she can discern from their behavior whether the bees are likely to sting her. She will use protection for those broods, but mostly she works in harmony with them. With the tenderness of Steve the crocodile hunter, Irwin, who would kiss the nose of a problem croc, Thompson will scoop out bees that have invaded trash bins or house siding with her bare hands and a gentle smile. All the while, she'll be explaining on camera for her TikTok or YouTube channels how kind, soft, and orderly bees really are. You just have to be really gentle with them. Behavior. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see if we're going to window capture to this one. Using the window capture 2 as I always like. Let's move this one a little bit though, so you can actually see it. Such a punny and beautiful story. Oh, lordy Lou. You got another one. Bzz, bzz. So this is the video that she has. I mean, I, for one, I am super into the bees being safe, right? But you do have to be super cautious because bees can get rattled really easily. If you're not careful with them, they can get super agitated. And I don't know if this is true, but I have heard once the bees release a pheromone onto the person who is like grabbing them, essentially everybody else stings them at once too. Like goes to sting them. Now I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, it certainly is a rather difficult and dangerous place to be for like a beekeeper, isn't it? Yeah, but once you get the queen bee in the new place, then the other bees just sort of show up in there because they're looking to go find the queen. That's great. I really love how loyal bees are. Aw, look at that. It looks like a pineapple almost. You know what I mean? Wow, look at that. Get that nice ash smoke in there. Gosh, look at all the work they've done. The brood nest. Baby bees and the queen. Find the queen, save the world. Oh, gotta get the queen in there. Wow. Understanding how the bees are. I think being a beekeeper would sound like a really great job, because I do love bees. I'm scared of them, but I love them. That's the queen! Look for the orange butt! Aww. Oh my gosh. They're kind of like ants when they're on the move, aren't they? Aw. Aw, just a day left. Able to get them settled into their new home. Oh, lovely. A basketball court to remove some bees. They have a queen didn't make it. Oh. Oh. That's so sad. Yeah, bee comes, so, honey is a product that the bees use to do things, and a part of the reason that they produce honey is because it's like a glue, almost, that they use in their hive. It's not the only reason, but it's part of the reason. It's also their food. But their spit actually contains beeswax, and they use beeswax to basically create their hive as well. And so beeswax is the comb itself, but in the comb there's usually some honey. But some of them have more honey than others, some parts of them. I'm not completely familiar with the entire anatomy of a beehive, but I know, yeah, there's honey in there. I don't know how easy it is to extract honey, though. It's probably not too difficult. How come they aren't stinging you is the #1 question posed to Erica, who says the key is reading the bee's mood. After we remove the bees, they are relocated to one of our 25+ bee sanctuaries in the Austin area. so that the bees can continue their important work in a place that is both safer for you and for them. While it could cost a $100 fee or more to have an established hive removed from your property, Thompson is encouraging people to protect bee populations by offering free swarm removals. Swarms are errant balls of hiveless bees which sometimes don't have a queen and are thusly aimless. Oh. Out of respect for the bee's toil, Texas bee workers don't sell any honey from her hives, but rather makes a living exclusively through bee removal and beekeeping classes. Okay, so I do prefer that because I do feel bad when bees lose their honey sometimes. Usually bees are okay getting rid of some of their honey because they don't use all of it anyway, but they just work so hard for it. I find it difficult to accept actually using it for just like, I just eat it, right? I just put some cinnamon in it and eat it. I always feel like I'm not using it appropriately. Because look at that. Look how much work they're doing to make that honey. But so the way that we think about honey is like in like a syrup form. I don't think honey is always that syrupy. I think usually it's like in more of a crystallized form, and then it gets processed and filtered, which usually turns it into syrup, I'm imagining. But usually, like, honey is just this, it's just like almost like a hard caramel sort of thing that's like softens as it gets warmer, and there's just, it's lovely. I don't know how much of it you're supposed to remove at any one point from the hive, but I know that bees work their butts off every day. Spend some crazy amount of their life moving as opposed to actually sitting around eating their honey. They're eating their honey on the move usually too. And they're like, follow the queen, get to the queen. So our game is saved, and we have finished for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a really nice time. Thank you always to Rain for being such a lovely member of the chat. And thank you so much to all of you lurkers out there who are enjoying yourselves either in the present or the future. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a lovely Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? It was fun. Well, good. I beat my highest score, so I can't complain. I might be back to play more later today, but I'm not sure if that will happen. Not completely sure yet. But either way, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So as always, have a lovely Wednesday if I don't see you again. Stay safe. And when we'll be at... no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.